Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is your go-to source for all things real estate and lifestyle here in beautiful St. Petersburg, Florida. If you're thinking about moving to St. Pete or you're just curious where the hidden gems are, this video is definitely for you. Today we're gonna dive into the most underrated neighborhoods in the Burg, places that locals love but aren't always on the radar for newcomers to the city. So grab a coffee, join us, and let's explore St. Petersburg. If we haven't met before, my name is Jeffrey and I'm here to share things all about St. Pete with you. I've been here for a long time, so I consider myself an expert on all things local. And it also helps being one of the top producing real estate agents in the city and owning one of the top brokerages in the Burg. So you'll want to stick around to see what neighborhoods to look out for in 2025 and where you may want to call home this year. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment on which neighborhood you want to hear more about. And without further ado, let's get into it. So first up on the list, we've got historic Kenwood. And historic Kenwood is this charming neighborhood known for kind of its like early 1900s, 1920s bungalows, a funky art scene, and a really strong sense of community. It's just west of downtown St. Petersburg, and it's an area that's perfect for you if you love kind of vintage architecture with character and being close to all of the action without a crazy price tag. The median home price in historic Kenwood is in the high sixes, about $665,000. And Kenwood is just a stone's throw from everything that downtown St. Pete has to offer. So you're real close to Grand Central District, meaning there's breweries, coffee shops, art galleries, all within walking distance to view there. Plus, the annual Bungalow Fest is an absolute must-see if you love unique homes. It's a really cool event, which really highlights some architectural diversity here in St. Petersburg, and it helps to generate funds to help support community initiatives, including things like community care, support for the arts, neighborhood maintenance, and much more. And it really can't be highlighted enough how much community-centered activity there is in historic Kenwood. There's plenty of groups to join in the area on their community website, and I'll make sure to link that below in the description if you want to see more info. But overall, this area is great and perfect for anybody, especially if you love the historic feel, being kind of close to everything. You'll definitely love St. Pete's first suburb and neighborhood, historic Kenwood. Okay, next, let's talk about Coquina Key, which was previously known here as the Goat Island. It is a peaceful, mostly residential island community just southeast of downtown, and the median price here is a little bit lower, somewhere in the ballpark of $350, like high 340s. Coquina Key really offers waterfront living at a more accessible price point than some of the other well-known areas here in St. Petersburg. Boaters absolutely love it here, and it's only about 10 minutes from downtown St. Pete, obviously depending on traffic, plus or minus a couple of minutes. If you're after like very serene vibes and sunset views, do not sleep on Coquina Key. This area also has a really great sense of community, similar to a lot of the other areas we're going to talk about. And you can find more of their initiatives on their site, and similar to historic Kenwood, we'll leave that link in the description for you to explore more if you have questions. This area is absolutely stunning, and if you love nature, you will be in luck living here. There is no shortage of gorgeous trees, wildlife, and beautiful views. And not only are you right on the waterfront, there's also a ton of great parks nearby. Make sure to check out one of my personal favorites, which is Boyd Hill Preserve, which is a nature preserve that's 245 acres of pristine Florida wilderness. Absolutely beautiful to walk through. For segment 3, we're going to do something a little similar but different, and as opposed to historic Kenwood, we're going to talk about North Kenwood. And North Kenwood is a neighborhood that's been on the rise, but still flies under the radar for many buyers. I'm not sure why. It's got a mix of fixer-uppers and fully renovated homes, and North Kenwood is definitely a hotspot for investors and first-time homebuyers alike. There's a ton of development going on in that area. There's also just minutes from downtown and the beach, and there is a ton of potential here. The median price of a home in North Kenwood is about $705,000, but you know, it can go up or down depending on what you're looking for there. There's a lot of opportunity in North Kenwood. And not only are you minutes from both downtown and the beaches, you truly have everything you need within a 5 to 10 minute drive if you're living in this area. One of the main roads in St. Pete is 34th Street, and living in this area puts you right next to that road. So you can imagine there's a ton of restaurants, grocery shopping, banks, and more, all within a really short drive time to North Kenwood. In general, North Kenwood is a great place to live. The neighborhood offers a walkable environment with easy access to highways and other major stores to run errands, grab a coffee, or whatever else you might need. The neighborhood is really well known for its quiet streets and nearby green spaces like Brooker Creek Park. With a mix of single-family homes, North Kenwood really has a charming, slower-paced atmosphere that appeals to a ton of people. Education is also really convenient here with nearby schools. So whether it's the peaceful streets, convenient amenities, or diverse housing options, North Kenwood is absolutely a neighborhood worth considering in 2025. For the fourth neighborhood today, we're going to talk about Roser Park. And if you want a touch of old Florida charm with a really unique layout, look no further than Roser Park. It is a kind of tiny historic historic district and really a hidden treasure just south of downtown that a lot of people just don't think about when they're moving to St. Petersburg. Roser Park is unlike any other neighborhood in St. Pete. It's got actual hills, and yes, hills in Florida, and it's got these beautiful brick-lined streets lined with oak trees and century-old homes. It really feels like stepping back in time, and the median price point in this neighborhood hovers somewhere in the low sevens, like $730, $740. And since you are just south of downtown St. Pete, living in Roser Park puts you in the middle of all of the action the city has to offer. And to put some other perspective on the area for you, Roser Park also features close proximity to some commercial centers, a lot of municipal facilities, hospitals, colleges, arts, entertainment, sporting arenas, boating, beaches, and pretty much anything else you could have in mind. Again, it is just minutes south of downtown St. Pete, so it's got convenient access to everything that St. Pete has to offer. Its neighborhood is really home to a wide variety of architectural styles and types, including a kind of frame vernacular, bungalows, prairie style, four squares, craftsman, Mediterranean revival, colonial revival, neoclassical, Tudor revival. I mean, pretty much anything you could name exists here in this neighborhood. And this district really retains many of its original design features, which is really cool, including this like rusticated block retaining wall that was really popular, brick streets, original hexagon sidewalk pavers, which is pretty cool, and granite curbstones, which really I think helps elevate the area, makes it feel like more of the bedrock of the city. The Historic Roser Parks Neighborhood Association, HRPNA, works hard to restore other original and period features such as vintage street lighting and signage, so they really lean on their history and the character of the neighborhood here. It's certainly a place to be, and once you're there, you'll be wondering if you're in Florida or not. It's a neighborhood unlike any other, at least not that I've seen in Florida. So St. Pete has so many beautiful neighborhoods, and these hidden gems are just the beginning. If you're considering moving to the Sunshine City, my team and I would love to help. Please reach out to us at any of the information below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know other topics you'd like us to cover in the future, and we really appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.